Hello, everybody. Jess Lohse, Structural Building Components Association, SBCA, another weekly update. It is October 9th. So happy birthday last week to Greg Greenlee and our team. We actually got to celebrate it in person. I was so consumed in BCMC that I forgot to wish him a happy birthday till dinner time. But happy birthday, Greg, belated. If you're in touch with him, make sure you wish him a happy birthday as well, even a week late. So beyond that, BCMC, what a great show. I mean, it was an action-packed week from we got in early, but stayed late. It was honestly one of the best ones that I've been to. It was great to see everybody, the number of people that were there. Obviously, we want more, which we're going to talk about here in a minute, but it is one of those that there had a great show. And I want to really highlight a number of things. Really, first, thanks to all of the attendees, everybody that ventured to Omaha for the week and from places near and far. It was great to see so many people, the exhibitors, as well as the attendees, the framers, the component manufacturers, and people just curious about components. It was great to see everybody. The exhibitors really turned out. They had a great show floor. It was packed as far as, just square footage and booth space, but also within that, they brought the equipment. We incentivized that and they responded well. So hopefully we're able to continue that for future years. Some of the things that I saw that I was really interested in, and surprised to see how much equipment towards wall panels, which is interesting to me because that's where I see the new frontier for component manufacturers really to add value. Is what can we do with the wall? How can we do a little bit more and make it, kind of that, product of choice when it comes to structural framing versus just stick framing, bringing and dumping off a bunch of wood and letting people cut it up and nail it together versus doing it in a manufactured environment. Obviously, the people, if you're watching this, you probably understand all the advantages of that, but it's one of those things like, how do we continue to do that? And that's the best way to avoid commoditization is to continue to advance and integrate and innovate. And that's why we have so much, innovation focus throughout BCMC. So the innovation grant winners, again, congratulations to all of them, specifically Alpine with their plan comparison tool. It's great to see that, get some attention and see that. But really, it's really just a way to showcase all of the different things that are happening in our industry. Beyond that, the sessions were great, really well attended. Tuesday was kind of our education day. It'll be interesting to see how we build on that if we continue that. And, I know the BCMC committee, they met yesterday already talking about it, getting some feedback. But specifically sessions that I really enjoyed, I sat in on both of the AI ones, which is great timing for a lot of different reasons. Obviously, AI is coming about, the humanoid robotics. I think that's got a potential to impact our industry and really, allow some scalability as well as, kind of right sizing some locations and making sure that we're using the human capital as best we can. So there's a really huge opportunity for that for our industry in the coming years. Now, I don't think it's months. I think it's probably years, but it's one of those that you should probably be watching, thinking about, looking at, and seeing how you can integrate it into your business and really understanding what price point at which it makes sense as you make your decisions. But definitely, we're going to do our job is trying to just showcase, give you the information, allow you to make decisions. And that's really what I feel our role as a trade association is let's present all the information we can, what's happening in other industries, other areas, manufacturing, construction, and let our component manufacturer members, our framer members, our supplier members really make those decisions. But the other one I really enjoyed was Chris Beard's, economic crystal ball, or ditching the crystal ball, or I forget exactly what the title was, but he brought a very housing specific focus to, his economic approach. Obviously, we had the economists come in and speak, and then also, but really the housing part. And I think you get into a little bit more depth in that kind of setting. So another one I'd like to thank is Jim Tobin with NHB. A great job with his keynote, really delivered. I loved the message. I loved getting to know Jim a little bit, both at a Tuesday night honors dinner, but also Wednesday morning had an opportunity to chat. So it's great to see that. If you have ideas for keynotes for future years or anything that we can do better, obviously, if you attended, you should have a survey link that you can give your feedback there. And we get the good and the bad, and we take it all in its stride, and we try to improve where we can. And obviously, that's where we want to do as an association and a trade show, really, is to make it better to where we come. And, thinking about next year and where we're at, Columbus, Ohio is going to be highly attended. Columbus always is one of our peak shows. And the drive-in traffic, a ton of people nearby. But I was also looking at the flights, ton of direct flights from California, even Cancun. If you're on vacation, you're like, let's go to BCMC in 2026. It's going to be September 14th through the 18th. I got to get used to saying that, but really looking forward to that. But all in all, just a really good show. Looking forward to it again for next year, getting all the feedback. I really wish it was like in a week or two, just because I'm amped up about how great it was this year. but obviously we need some time to plan and to work on that. But great job to our staff as well. Ali, knocked it out of the park once again. So everybody that was there, everybody at home that really helped out. It's an everybody effort. So our staff did great. And looking ahead, if you're wanting to get engaged with SBCA, number of opportunities. I was perusing our events page. So SBCA components/events. Go there. You can register for the Napa OQM. We've got our European tour. We still have a couple of slots there. We've got a number of committee meetings, chapter meetings coming up. Some are online, some are in person. So if you're looking to be engaged, typically, we kind of like wind down after BCMC, but we're really just getting started. I mean, I'm excited for Q4 coming into, for 2025 and then into 2026. Got a lot of good things going, and our staff is really knocking it out of the park. So with that, I've probably gone over my time. Register for Napa. Put it on your calendar, September 14th to 18th for BCMC 2026, Columbus. And we'll be talking about all those things coming up. But till then, peaks up, press on. Have a great week, everybody. And look forward to talking to you again next week. Goodbye.